What's good, everybody? Coming back from jiu-jitsu, feeling great. The weather is beautiful right now. I wanted to make a quick video today. Something that I realized. I only have a few minutes, so I'm gonna try to keep it succinct. One thing I felt in my rolls is just like a click, and I feel like this click has been happening multiple times, but it's been realizing that when I roll, I need to roll with zero ego. And I feel like today I was a day that I sort of put a couple of lessons together, where I was rolling with no ego, and then I was also feeling an understanding of like surrender or samarpan towards my instructor and also Paramatma. And I was keeping that bhav alive inside, that I've completely surrendered my ego to my teacher and to, Paramatma, to God. And then when I rolled, I instantly knew, like, okay, my rolls are not working right now because I need to be quicker. Like, everything that I needed to click in my head started making sense to me. So I think one realization that I had today was of what truly Gurulok is, I mean, at least one understanding of it. Essentially, Gurulok is explained as a place where it's almost like the heavens, like up above, and it's where all the gurus reside, all together in a circle or however. But it's like a court of gurus, if you will. And I think that today when I was rolling, feeling that Samarpan Bhav, I was kind of thinking a little bit. I was like, okay, should I be Samarpit to my, teacher? Should I be Samarpit to Paramatma? But in my mind, when I created almost like a Gurulok in my mind, where I felt like I'm Samarpit to both, and they're both in the heavens, like sort of watching, I don't know how to put it, but they were not necessarily in a literal heaven, but in my mind, I had just put them at a pedestal, both of them together. And the feeling that I felt inside when I did that was really, one, a lot of stability. Two, vibrations, definitely felt that on a more physical lens. And I also just felt like an internal bliss, And it's something that was kind of like, I had to believe it, It's not something I necessarily saw in front of my eyes. I just had to keep that belief alive as strongly as possible. But when I did that, I felt that bliss. My rolls started getting a lot smoother. My instincts sharpened. I realized what I needed to be doing during my rolls. And I don't know, I feel like overall I just understood what a Gurulok really is, It's like Guru Ka Sthan hai. It's a place for the gurus to be held. And it's not necessarily something that has to exist in a physical sense, but something that can exist even somewhat more powerfully, at least for me, in, a mental or spiritual sense, in a subtle sense. And the other thing that I realized too through that is I feel like when you're able to kill your ego completely, at least I've noticed that when I kill my ego completely, then the people that I surrender to, or the surrender that I can, I feel greater feeling of surrender towards people. And I think that the quality of those people improves in itself. Like when I give faith that I know I'm not going to be taken advantage of, there's no way, and I just keep my ego completely to the ground, I notice that, the quality of people that I'm able to be Samarpit to also increases. And I see it, like, for instance, my instructor right now, I don't know too much about him, I'm not going to claim that, but I feel like he gives just really loves jiu-jitsu, but also just more of a pure type of vibe, no other sort of hidden intentions that I might have seen in some of my other teachers that I've had in the past. So I feel like when my bhav grows, then, so does the surrounding collectivity around me. So that's a few of my thoughts. Wanted to kind of speed it up today. Yep, peace.